Is it over a cup of coffee at Starbucks? Or long talks on the radio till the sun come up? Alright, let's do that over again. See? Is it over a cup of coffee? Right? Oh, I could just... Is it over a cup of coffee? I'd rather that. Alright, let's do this over again. Is it over a cup of coffee at Starbucks? Or long talks on the radio till the sun comes up? I don't know. No, I don't know, but I don't know, but let's agree. Let's converse. No, I don't know, but let us agree that the I don't know, right? I don't know. Let us agree that our conversation will be interesting. I like that. Alright. Is it over a cup of coffee at Starbucks? Or long talks on the radio till the sun comes up? I don't know, but let's us. I don't know, but let us agree that the conversation will be interesting. A perfect story. I hand you a flower or a rose. You'll gladly accept it. You'll gladly accept it. In this perfect story. Alright, so we can start over again. How am I doing? Alright. See, my whole thing is like, man, I feel like I'm supposed to sing a particular way, right? I'm supposed to be a particular way. No, I'm not. I could do this in front of 1 million people. Right? It's like, oh man, I put it on YouTube, you might get criticized. I don't care if I get criticized, my dude. You do it. And then you put it on YouTube, and then, right? You begin something, and then you try something, right? I just so happen to be good at this, right? And I know it. So I'm just going to enjoy doing it. All right, so let's start this perfect story again. Once upon a... No, we don't. We start with C. Once upon a time is how all stories begin. When does it really ever get interesting? When boy meets girl, or when they fall in love. Is it over a cup of coffee at Starbucks? Or long talks on the radio until the sun comes up? I don't know, but let us agree that the conversation will be interesting in this perfect story. You guys like that one? Decide, right? I guess I could go for the chorus, right? And then we could get back to it. Just as long as you know that my heart's in it, we can go on and on. I'm sure from the start I can sense when you're happy and what you're thinking. Creepy. In this perfect story, the writer has, as the writer's written, damn. Now imagine, this is something that I wrote that I wasn't even thinking of making a song. I wasn't even thinking of being a songwriter. I wasn't thinking about being, I know I'm going to play the guitar, but I was not even thinking that, right? And it's just to show you, man, just, if you write poems, just pull it out, right? Pull it out, put it on a music stand, and just put 3 chords to it, right? That's it. It's not hard. You just have to put in 5 minutes a day until you get addicted to playing this thing that they call an instrument. And by the way, her name is Mary 16. All right? All right, I was a military man, so. All right, so I know my weapon. And this is my M16, Mary 16. All right, so let's start the perfect story again. Oh, well, actually, we did the perfect story, so let's get into the second verse of A Perfect Story. So we started on C again. Just as long as you know that my heart's in it, we can go on and on, I'm sure, from the start. I can sense when you're happy, and perhaps what you're thinking. In this perfect story, as I have written, in these lines, all these words, they take on meaning. In this perfect story, okay, so we could do the second, we could do, and we could go into the chorus. No, actually, the chorus started off with, in this perfect story, I will hand you a flower, or maybe a rose, and you'll gladly accept it. I'm just playing. I love playing this thing, man. You could just, I could spend all day doing this. I was trying to cut down on TV time, and then I found a way to cut down on TV time. Right? Sometimes I'm mismanaging my time, but I don't think I'm mismanaging it now when I'm doing this. Because now I could actually sit here, and now I could play a perfect story. C. So we go. Once in a time, once upon a time, and it's once upon a time is how all stories begin. Once upon a time, once upon a time. And you have to imagine this is only 3 chords. This is what happens when you put in 5 minutes a day. Right? It might not sound perfect, but I'm making a video. Right? And as you keep practicing the same thing, it'll just get more precise. You'll dilate it in. So don't be afraid to let your inner voice out, right? Don't be afraid to let the music in you out, right? That should be your coat of arms. Because any man that has a vibration, any person that has a vibration, that has a tune in them, have been great in this world. It's only the ones that keep silent, right, are the ones that no one ever heard of. Right? Everybody always hears number one, and guess what? You are number one. There's only one of you in the world. Only one of you. There's not another one. Even when you're a twin, there's only one of you. And guess what? You're the top, right, of your pecking order. Right? So why don't you make your voice heard? Right? Grab your guitar and join me on this journey. A day. And I didn't say I did 5 minutes a day for 3 years. No, I said I did 5 minutes a day. I got this guitar in February of 2023. It was sitting in a box for a moment. Alright, and I decided to open it up. And then I was like, wow, it's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty. Right? I couldn't decide on what I wanted her to look like, but I saw this one and I was like, okay, she's the one. I'll take her home. All right, so she was delivered to at my doorstep, and I got a guitar stand all for her, right? And I took out the box and I put on the guitar stand, and she sat there in my living room by my television for weeks. Right? I played her now and then. I just, did like something, whatever. I practiced some chords, as you can tell. I told you guys I made flashcards. Alright, I don't know if you guys could see that, but I made flashcards. You gotta take it seriously if you want to win it, right? You gotta take it seriously. And I took it seriously, so I'm telling you. I got my beginner's book. I have flashcards. I have my guitar. She's on a stand. I got up to what? Notes on the first string E. And I was doing this. Oh no, wait a minute. It should have been this. No. There it goes. It goes D, G, and either way I was doing that, right? And I was putting time aside and I was doing it, and it was so damn boring. Right? Can you imagine you bought a guitar and you want to play music, and here you are doing this all day? Right? I mean, who in the world wanna do that all day long? I don't want to do that all day long when I pick up the guitar. I'd rather do this. I'd rather learn that. I'd rather do that Instead of right? And they say, well, that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Not really, not really, not really. Because when I bought the guitar, I wanted to play music. I didn't want to play notes. I didn't want to know where F was on the E string. I didn't sign up for all of that. Right? This didn't come with an instruction manual and say this is how you play. This is how the user wants to use it. Right? And this is how I'm using it. Right, and eventually I already know this is E, so I know this is F, I know this is G, I know this is A, I know this is B, I know this is D. Right? No, this is B, A, no, wait a minute. G, B, C. No, I know this is D string. C, D, okay. G, A. Alright, so we're learning. Well, I'm learning. But either way, I'm making music. Thank you for spending time with me. I appreciate you and I appreciate your time. And I hope you can subscribe, like, and share with all the other individuals that are looking for something to do part-time. Spending 5 minutes and they can actually do something. And when I tell you, I'm only this good because I put in 5 minutes. After I decided to pick her up and decided to play with her. But again, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your likes, your subscription. I thank you for your comments. And please keep it friendly because I am just beginning. Just like you are. Thank you. Take care. God bless.